So I'm gonna tell you the story about graffiti, how it started and where it ended up. It started back in '69, '70. There was guys like Tacky 183, Joe 182. There was a lot of tags. This came out of like the 50s because it was like territorial, really, graffiti. Back in the day, it was more like, this is my neighbor, they'll come around here. And the toughest guy had his name the biggest always in the areas because that was showing this is his turf. And the gang would be as big as that. And if you come in the area, you know you entered another area. And the guy that ran it, usually his name was just as big as the gang's name. Little by little, it just started spreading out into like more like pushing into other areas. Everybody was being moved around. And what happened was, people were moving. It was like new buildings being moved up. Everybody was like trying to find cheaper rent. The Bronx move, Co-op City was a major thing that happened. A lot of people moved out of areas, so everybody ran from Harlem and shot to the Bronx. And the Bronx was a major influence in the graffiti movement. There was really three major places. It was like Washington Heights, Brooklyn, and the Bronx. The Bronx actually started most of the hip-hop movement. What they call hip-hop today, which had nothing to do with really hip-hop. What we were doing, it was just living a culture, and they tried to give it a title, which is a lot of shit. Yeah. So you know what you're doing? You're doing this. No, and it's like the term graffiti. It's media made. It means to scratch into a surface. And what happened is, it's another thing of saying, like, I'm facing something by scratching, which I never scratched nothing to nothing, ever. My name to anything ever in my life. I was always an artist. I just had to find another medium. I wanted to draw pictures all my life, and I found an outlet to spray paint. I just started spraying. Before you know it, took off. The whole city was spraying. Started this fucking movement. Who would believe that it turned in what it turned in today? This is the most wildest thing in the world. That all cultures of the world came together on this. It was just tagging your name. We just tagged. Doing a little, trying to practice, doing a little things. The New York City subways, that was the shit, man. It was the best. And they kept changing the colors on us. It went from a red train, then they tried different style trains on us. This is the first time in our form that you could be killed. I was on the train tracks. My friend was the first rider to die ever. He fell off the back of a train, broke his neck. April 12th, 1973, he died. And I thought I'd see him the next day. He's dead forever. He was only 11. There's no other fucking art form that you drop, you get killed at 11. Name one. This is an art form that we are fighting those trains up there. Those are tons and tons and 600 volts of electricity. And we're spraying on these motherfuckers while they're still actively moving. This is Dead Lake 167, an old family, one of the original artists from back in the day. And Wild Style is not a lettering, it's a way of life, and I invented it. The lettering they're talking about is mechanical lettering, like interlocking letters, which most of the people I hung out with did, so they thought that Wild Style was what it was. No, it's just the way of life that we live, like wild, with style. Right now I'm talking too much shit, I should be painting.
Getting ready for the paint?
Yeah.
Just another day living in the hood, just another day around the way. Feeling good today, feeling lovely, yeah. Just another day living in the hood, just another day around the way.
Love each other or else I'm coming for you.
Yeah, right.
It took all the cultures and made them one. We're playing with like mad electricity trains, 600 volts. Just tons and tons of metal just rolling around and we're writing on it. We took this art form to another level, little by little. It was quick and everybody was trying to get like fame, so it was like a rush. All right, here we go. Painting the trains, man, and running around and living in New York City. and the 70s. It was beautiful. And graffiti changed the whole way of thinking in the whole world. It ain't for me, it's for them. I have to do it for the people too. Until I feel like everything's all right. And I'm satisfied with the way it looks. And it seems like I never get satisfied. I wrote this list about 1992, and half of them were alive and half of them are dead. Now we're on to 2/3 are dead.
So if your neighbor's up there?
Yeah, I'll be one of the guys dead. But you know, the whole idea is to live. I keep living and living. I'm gonna keep doing it till I die. And if I die and nothing comes from this but my heart, I gave what I got. I did what I did. I did what I'm supposed to do.
Wild style. There's only one wild style, baby. Tracy Wild Style. Only one wild style.
Where we at?
Where we at? We're over here, and we're trying to get over there. Never while you're there. When I leave, I'll tell you where I was. How's that?
For us, you are a legend. For the people in, especially in New York, but international too, you are a legend in the story of graffiti, no?
Everything that exists is my relative. The only thing we have in common in real life is we're all the same, man. You know what's wrong with people? They're always trying to change. I'm not like you, you're not like me. And the only thing we have in common, we're all the same. And we knew that every time we hurt each other, we're hurting ourselves. Basically, we're just one human race, man. And when we learn that crap, then we're smarter than everybody. You don't have no titles and not over here and over there. I'm over there, you're on the left and on the right, more or less. You got more, I got this, you got that. That's when you start dividing each other. It's all bullshit.
1, 2, 3, 4. Ready, ladies and gentlemen? Hi. You wish draw like Tracy 168. This is a happy graffiti, a happy tree. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a happy area. We're at Storage Post. This is a commercial for Storage Post. Okay. We're not only the place to storage your stuff. This is where you learn how to draw like the masters. You sit here and I give you lessons for every 2 months free, and you pay 2 months and you get a free lesson with graffiti for Tracy 168. Order now. If you have family, it's a family membership. This is the family. You can tell I speak on. This is a family-oriented establishment. Bring your family, your children, your kids, your mother, your great-grandmother. Nice. Here we are. This is the. We have right here.
Anything?
I have 2 sets here. We have an image right here. This is from the Associated Press here. That right there, what you're witnessing here, is my character. I designed that thing in 1975, and I came with the body. Everybody in the streets and all the subway system were really doing dudes with afros. It was like a real street thing, and so I decided to do a guy with fluffy hair, which represents every other nationality, Spanish, Dominican, and it's a front face, and that's called those letters right there. Some good people mix them up and call them wild style. I'm the president of wild style. What they are called is mechanical lettering. That's mechanical. When they go backwards and forward, they're like jazz, and they got levels in and out. What makes that original in a logo design? You have to get something that's original. It got to be. You can't copyright words. Do you know that, right? Mm-hmm. So you have to make something stand out. So what makes that stand out is all the letters are capital except for the letter I. And you can't notice it because it's so silly. It's like the letter R in Toys R Us. Backwards. Mm-hmm.
So if you copy any backwards art, they could actually sue you for copyright infringement. This is for my girl over there. This is out of love. I just want to wave to her.
Yes, she's waving back.
I used to be the president of a group called Wanted from Woody Chris, of all the best writers like LSD, Peanut, Checker, Sonny, Chi-Chi, I could go on, Mocho, Little Flame, fucking Bot 707, Lazard, Purple Haze 168, Dead Leg, I mean, go on. That's the crew. Afro, Lava, Straight Man, Cool Breeze. I stole it. Free to writers, right?
My name's Brian, I write Be Easy on the wall. My name's Damien, I write Hey One.
My name's Raheem, and I write Happy.
But I would have the neighborhood people help me spray paint. And so at the same time, they would feel it's theirs. It's theirs. It belongs to them. It belongs to the neighborhood we're in. They painted this wall with me right here. First time they ever did a mural in their life. You know what made I'll tell you the truth. They said that you can't paint the new trains. It's bullshit. You got to be a real writer. We had so many real fucking writers, there's no way they could have stopped it. They had to run some trains. If everything's painted, they have to have trains on the tracks. So that's how graffiti stayed alive. If you ain't got a lot of writers, they're gonna buff the ones that ain't on, and then they can run the ones that they have. You have to have more writers than there is running trains. That's all. If you have one more motherfucking writer than they have trains, it's got to run. Just this strip is major because you have the D train to the 4 line, and that's everything. It covers the whole New York City as far as I'm concerned. You got both lines of the king. The D and the 4 is the only thing you need to hit. And you take over the whole city. Don't fuck around. Use your brain. If you're not doing it, you're just watching it. Live life. Don't watch other people doing it. Do it yourself. Make it and be the best at what you do in your life. That's wild stuff.